Monster Energy MXGP of the USA at Glen Helen Raceway burst into life. MX2 Race 1, and it was Harry Kulas who grabbed the Fox hole shot. Tim Geiser was well placed in 4th position, but then he lost the front end and then came under pressure after that from his closest rival in the fight for the MX2 title race, Paul Jonas. He made that pass to briefly get into 4th place, but a good response from Tim Geiser meant that the Honda Garibaldi rider was right there on the back of the KTM, and he eventually found his way up the inside and then around the outside as they continued to battle for 4th position. That was the pass that got him back into 4th, but at the bottom of the next hill, Paul Jonas burst down the inside, seized the opportunity to take 4th place back. He made a slight mistake on the crest of the hill. Geiser was back in, and that was it. Geiser was on course for 4th place and taking valuable points from Paul Jonas, who eventually dropped down the order to 10th. Max Anstey, one of the riders, on his way through to 4th place. But it was a win for Jesse Nelson. Chris Aldridge was 2nd. Shane McElrath was 3rd. MXGP Race 1, and Gauthier Paulin thought he made a good start, but it was Cooper Webb on the Yamaha who grabbed the Fox hole shot. Tony Cairoli was right there in 2nd. Sean Simpson, though, crashed out at the first turn with 5 or 6 other riders and would not rejoin the race. Cairoli, though, found his way briefly into the lead and then was quickly passed back by Cooper Webb. And then Cairoli was passed then by Josh Grant, the number 35 on the Monster Energy Kawasaki, who wasted no time finding his way past Cooper Webb. Either way he looked at it, it was an American 1-2. But Webb capitalized on a mistake from Grant. Found his way back into the lead at the top of the hill. And then 2 riders duked it out at the head of the field. Grant burst him back around the outside, but later on in the race, his lead after 7 laps was halted. He rolled his ankle in one of the corners, and Webb was back through into the lead with about 6 to go. Romain Fevre was making steady progress through the field, got into 2nd, and made this pass around the outside of the American Webb to get into the lead with 2 laps to go, and it was Fevre who crossed the line to win. Webb was 2nd, Grant 3rd, Anderson, Cairoli rounding out the top 5. MX2 Race 2, and Jeremy Seward made a good start, but it was Thomas Covington and Jesse Nelson. Jesse Nelson crossing the line to lead the way. At the bottom of the hill, though, the 2 Americans, Thomas Covington and Chris Aldridge, who were well placed, came together and had to work hard to come back through the field. Tim Geiser and the number 70, Shane McElrath, were in a battle. Geiser, of course, going for that World Championship. Once again, it was Jesse Nelson and Shane McElrath. On the Troy Lee Designs, Lucas Oil, Red Bull KTMs that were leading the way. Geiser in 3rd made that big mistake that allowed Valentin Guillot through on the standing construct Yamaha. Geiser was in 4th, Jeremy Seward in 5th, Jonas down in 6th position. That championship dream slipping away from the Latvian. But it was a win for Nelson. McElrath was 2nd, Guillot 3rd, and Geiser crossed the line in 4th. And the Honda Garibaldi rider rode into the arms of his team as the new world champion in MX2. Honda's first victory since Alessandro Puzar in 1995. Puzar then riding in the 125 class, which is now known as MX2. The overall Grand Prix looked like this. Nelson, McElrath and Guillot, your top 3. Geiser just missing out on 4th, but he was crowned FIM MX2 world champion today. Jonas was 2nd and Max Anstey was 3rd in the title race.
Guillot being presented to 3rd place.
So your top 3 on the podium then. A Troy Lee Designs, Lucas Oil, Red Bull KTM 1-2 with Jesse Nelson and Shane McElrath. Valentin Guillot, 3rd overall this weekend, standing construct Yamaha Yamalup. His final Grand Prix in MX2 before moving to MXGP. But Tim Geiser collected his World Championship gold plate. It was red before the start of the weekend. It just turned to gold for this Slovenian. Of course, he is the first Slovenian world champion as well. So quite a historic day for Tim Geiser.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to have your attention while we play the USA National Anthem for our winner, Jesse, the World Championships. We will be back racing here just a moment. Back to you guys up at the top.
Well, thanks a lot. Certainly congratulations going out to both Jesse Nelson, the winner here of this final G.
The top three in the World Championship, Tim Geiser, Paul Jonas and Max Anstey. That's how it finished in 2015. Geiser, your new World Champion.
Director.
Tim Geiser, congratulations. You are the MX2 World Champion now. Great year for you. 5 GP wins and 2 solid performances out there to really confirm that title. Smiles all around, hey?
Thank you very much. Yeah, it was just amazing season, you know. We have many ups and many downs, you know. It was tough, but that's sport, you know. It can happen. But man, I want to say just huge thanks to all my team, HRC guys, everybody, you know, all my family, all my sponsors, you know, my father. I cannot be here without him, you know, and my brother for sure, my mom, my sisters, everybody. So also the fans in Slovenia. Thank you very much, guys. Hvala vsem.
Congratulations, Tim.
Thank you.
The final race of the year, MXGP Race 2, and it was Antonio Cairoli on the Red Bull KTM that burst into the lead, grabbed the Fox hole shot. Cooper Webb right behind him in second place. Webb quickly finding his way past, but not for long because Cairoli, towards the end of the first lap, got himself back into the lead and led for the next 3 laps. Cooper Webb then started to fade backwards. Bobryshev came through, made a pass. Webb went off track and allowed Fevre to get through, so Webb was pushed down to 5th at that stage. Meanwhile, Josh Grant found his way past Cairoli at the top of the hill, having started in 3rd, got his way into the lead on lap 4, and then Cairoli then started to drop backwards. The arm that he injured was just too painful. Roman Fevre went through, so too did Bobryshev. And in the end, that pass there put Roman Fevre into 2nd. Bobryshev had dropped to 3rd. Fevre then challenged Grant for the lead. He got close, right on the rear wheel of the Kawasaki rider, then lost the front end. And that was it. The gap was out to 5 seconds. And that was enough for Josh Grant to cross the line in race 2 on the Monster Energy Kawasaki to win. Roman Fevre came home 2nd to take the overall. Cooper Webb was 3rd. Dean Wilson 4th, Evgeny Bobryshev was 5th, but Roman Fevre victorious at the final round of the season, his 8th Grand Prix win of the year. Grant and Webb, the 2 Americans, were 2nd and 3rd. Final World Championship classification then, Roman Fevre already champion in Assen, but the 2 HRC riders, Gauthier Paulin and Evgeny Bobryshev, 2nd and 3rd. Sean Simpson took home 4th, despite not finishing either race here today. But what a great day for Roman Fevre and Yamaha Factory Racing Yamalube. Also for Josh Grant and Cooper Webb, putting on a good show for the American fans here.
Tony Skillington, FIM CMS Director, will present gold plate to the championship.
And once again, Roman Fevre taking home the gold plate, as confirmed with that world title win at Assen 2 rounds ago. And the final podium of the year, 3rd overall for Evgeny Bobryshev, Team HRC, 2nd overall for Gauthier Paulin, also Team HRC, picking up his silver medal. And of course, Roman Fevre picking up World Championship gold.
The gold medal will be presented by Tony Skillington.
Tony Skillington, the FIM CMS Director, doing the honours here.
Roman Fevre, you are the MXGP World Champion, and you showed today why with another overall win, and the 8 Grand Prix victories didn't make a difference as well.
Yeah, you know, I'm so pumped to win IGP. My 13 podium in a row. It's been an amazing year for me. I got the title 2 races to go, and win here in USA. It means something, you know. So I really enjoyed this day, but I make some mistake the second moto to take the both race. But yeah, it's like this. I'm really
happy about my weekend. Cannot take the time enough. They did a great job all year long, so thanks them, and working for the nation, and then next year again.
Great job. Thank you, Roman.